Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. Look, stop focusing on haters and keep showing them why they're even angry at you in the first place, because they know. When people are focused on you for the wrong reasons and they start to develop hatred and jealousy towards you, it's because of something that you're doing or something that you represent, something that you stand on, something that something that you exemplify, or something that you live for. And it can create negative feelings in other people when they see you standing on your character and what you believe in. All right. So people tend to get angry because they think that you think you're better than them when all you're doing is being better than who you were yesterday. People who are trying to improve their lives, they do a lot of self-reflection. They tend to look inwards a lot, and they do a lot of internal work. And the reason why is because they want their outward life to be different. They want their outward life to change. And if you want your world to change on the outside, you have to change your inner world on the inside. You have to change how you look at things, how you feel about things, how you go about things. So when you start to make these changes in your life on the inside, your whole life changes, your whole world changes. All right. Your demeanor is going to change, how you carry yourself, how you look at life, your representation. All right. How people look at you, whether you know it or not, whether you're aware of it or not. People can sense a change in you because when you work on yourself, they call it shadow work. All right. And you change spiritually, and people can sense that it's going to be something different about you when you make a change, especially when you work on yourself internally. So when you work on yourself internally, it takes a lot of focus on you. And not everybody is doing that. Not everybody is up to par with that. Not everybody is choosing to work on themselves. So when people work on themselves, it takes a lot of focus because you're not worried about everything going on around you. You're not worried about what he is doing. You're not worried about what she is doing. You're focused on what we is doing, me, myself, and I, because you want things to change. You know what you want in life. And the thing is, a lot of people are walking around. A lot of people are living their life. A lot of people are going throughout their day not knowing what they want. And the person that knows what they want, they know that they have to become a certain type of person to get there. All right. You have to get there mentally first for it to trickle down and manifest in your life physically. So whatever you want to change outwardly, if you want people to look at you different, if you want to be able to be a better person, anything that you want to change in your outside life, you first have to go within and see what you're not doing right. What are you doing wrong? All right. And it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. And when you do that, whether you realize it or not, you're putting a lot of energy into yourself, like you're supposed to be doing. But some people aren't focused. And people who aren't focused, they tend to focus on, if they're not focused on themselves, they tend to focus on other things. Maybe they tend to focus on other people, other people's lives, And that turns into them worrying about other people and what other people are doing. And when those people are worried about other people instead of themselves, if they're not working on themselves, if they're not improving themselves, they could stand to be a jealous person. They could potentially become a jealous person because they see other people improving. They see other people's lives getting better. They see people making different choices. They see people doing things that they're not doing. And it may cause confusion, right? And as the saying goes, if I don't understand it, I have to kill it. They don't understand why you don't want to do certain things anymore, why you're not the same person that you were. They don't understand why you're not going according to the matrix. Everybody is, not everybody, but a lot of people just are kind of like asleep. They're like on autopilot and they're living their life according to how the matrix wants them to live. Watch this, look at that, dress like this, be this kind of person, carry yourself like that, act like everybody else, fit in with society. If your group of people was supposed to look like this and act like this and be like this, do that, or you're going to stand out. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb, and then you're going to be ostracized. And because of fear, people don't want to be ostracized. It's like they don't want to stand for anything, so they fall for everything. All right. And since they don't want to stand for anything out of fear, when they see somebody that's not afraid to be themselves and do what they want to do with their life, and this person has made a decision to walk this certain path, be this certain kind of person, it causes people to have anxiety. It causes people to look at themselves and self-reflect, something that they may not be used to doing. And this is when you cause people to feel a certain type of way and they get angry and they don't know why. And they become irritated, especially around you, because they feel that it's your fault because you're making them feel this kind of way and they're confused as to why. And all they could do is write it off as you're weird, you're different, I don't like you. And it's because they're focused on you and they're not focused on themselves. If they were focused on themselves, if they were improving themselves, they wouldn't be so worried about what you were doing and the type of person that you are and the person that you're turning into. But it's like crabs in a bucket. When you work on yourself and you change certain things about yourself, you start to elevate. All right. And people can see that. You start to rise up. You start to become something different and someone different. So it's like the agents out here, the agent Smiths out here are who are on alert, looking to seek to kill, steal, devour, and destroy. They see that you're not on the same pattern. They see that you're not on the same frequency. And because you're not on that same frequency, it's something about you that your frequency is starting to irritate their frequency. And like I said, they start to look internally and they may not be ready to make certain changes. They may not be ready to fix themselves. They may not be ready to work on themselves internally or do any shadow work. They may be afraid. It may be some traumatic experiences that are blocking them. It may be some PTSD in the way of what they're trying to change or what they're trying to fix. They may not be ready to analyze themselves under a fine microscope. They may not be ready to go back in time in their mind and think back to when this person treated them that way, or they had a hard time in their life, or when things weren't going so well. All right, not everybody is ready to change. Not everybody is ready to work on themselves. And when they see a person that's focused on themselves, when they see a person working on themselves, they start to feel like you're better than them. And when they think you're better than them, people don't like that. All right, people don't like people who think they're better than everybody else. All right. People think you are a know-it-all. They think you're trying to outdo other people. But what they don't understand is all you're trying to do is make your life better because you don't want to continue to walk down the same path that you were walking on. Maybe you used to do similar things as other people, but you don't do them anymore. Maybe you used to carry yourself a certain way, or maybe you never carried yourself a certain way. So that's why you stick out. That's why you stand out. And there's confidence in that. There's self esteem in that. All right. There's self love in that. So when you have self confidence and you have self love and you have self esteem, and people see that, some of the people that see that are going to want to destroy that. They're going to want to kill that because they don't want to see you rise up. They don't want to see somebody else's life change. They don't want to see somebody make a positive change in their life. They want everybody to stay stuck on the same level that they're at. And that's just people. All right. It's the crab in a bucket syndrome. You try to rise up, you try to get up, you try to improve yourself, improve your life. Some people that are haters are going to be like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. What are you doing? Who you think you are? Where you think you're going? What makes you so special? What makes you different? But if they took that energy and turned it inward, they would see that, wait a minute, I don't have to, all I got to do is work on me. I don't have to worry about what he's doing. I don't have to worry about what she's doing. I could focus on myself. I could work on myself, and I could make the changes necessary in my life to make my life better, to where when I see other people doing good and making changes in their life, I could appreciate that. As the saying goes, don't hate, appreciate. All right, that has left the building. All right, people are hating now more than ever, unfortunately, and you have to not focus on that. You have to keep doing what you're doing. All right, if people are mad at you, if people are hating on you, that means you're doing something right. So whatever they're mad at you for, whatever they're hating on you for, make sure that you keep doing it. And if you can, if you got some extra time, make sure you do some more of it, because that means you're doing something right. And the more you do things right in your life, the higher you're going to go. The more life you're going to get to experience, the better your life is going to get, because you're not letting other people get in the way. You're not letting other people's opinions of you get in the way. And people love to share their opinion. All right. People love to let other people know how they feel about you. But it just means you're doing something right, because if you weren't doing anything right, they wouldn't notice you. You understand? If you weren't doing anything great, they wouldn't be paying attention to you. I know you understand. All right, because you want to be great and you want to be successful, and you know that when you take your life to the next level, there's going to be those next devils, and you could feel the tension between you and certain people. You could feel the animosity between you and certain people, because if they don't have anything that they're up to, or if they don't have anything that they're able to do, or if they don't think that they could be great, or they're not aware of their gift or talent, they're just not going to want you to use yours. And they're going to feel threatened by you, and they're going to try to intimidate you into not becoming anything. They're going to try to intimidate you into not becoming a better person, because people feel like they're being left behind. You're in the same place as me. I see you every day. You're not getting out of here if I'm not getting out of here. You're not elevating if I'm not elevating. And I literally heard people people will gaslight you and say things around you like, we're all in this together. You have to, when you hear somebody say that, run for the hills. If that person doesn't look like $1 million, if that person doesn't look like success, run. We're all in this together. What are we all in together? Because we all aren't in anything together if it ain't positive. It's like people want to be stuck in a certain way of life and a certain mindset, and they want you to be stuck there too. People want you to be complacent. People want you to just accept your life for what it is, because that's what they've done. They're not doing anything different. Why should you? They don't want you to do anything different. But when you start to do something different and you start to make changes in your life and you start to make your life different than what it was, people sense a new feeling on you. They sense a new energy on you. They sense that elevation on you. And people don't like to see people elevate if they're not. People don't like to see people grow if they're not growing. So what you have to do is just stay focused on yourself and keep growing and keep going, because they're trying to get in your head and they want you to be focused on them instead of the things that you have to do. All right. And the devil uses people like this. The devil loves to use people like this because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And if people aren't growing, if people aren't focused on themselves, if people aren't self-educating, then they're not going to be really up to anything. It's nothing that they're really going to be doing except what everybody else is doing, just going through the motions, waking up, going to work, coming home, repeating the cycle. People have been programmed to think that that's life. That's not life. That's the life that society wants you to have. But there's more to life. All right. There's more to life than just doing what society wants you to do. So when you do things differently and you stand out, it draws a lot of attention because you're not doing the same thing as everybody else. And people are going to see you as different. They're going to see you as weird. They're going to ostracize you and try to make you feel bad because you're not like them. And the thing is, the reason why they want to make you feel bad is because you make them feel some type of way because you're growing. They feel some type of way about your growth. All right. And they don't like to see that. All right, because it makes them feel insecure. People don't like to feel insecure. They want to think that everything they're doing is enough. They want to think that everything they're doing is all right. I don't have to do any more than what I do. I wake up, I go to work, I do my job, I come home, and that's it. People have been programmed to think that that's life just because you get a paycheck every week. But nowadays, those paychecks are gone before you could even cash it. So it's like there has to be something else. All right. God gave us a mind. God gave us a brain. With our mind and with our brain, we're supposed to be using it to create the reality that we want. If things aren't the way we want them to be, if things aren't going the way we want them to be, we have the power to change that. But some people don't want you to use that power. They don't want you to be aware of that power that you have to change your life. And that's where people will try to literally attack you, all right, and try to make you second guess yourself, try to make you doubt yourself, try to make you not be who you were put here to be, all right. And that's just the way it goes. So when you're working towards success, you're going to have to spend a lot of time by yourself. You're going to have to focus on yourself. You're going to have to get the haters out your life. You're going to have to get away from haters. All right. If you notice that people are hating, you're going to have to keep them away from you. You're going to have to ignore these people's opinions. There's going to be a lot of sly remarks. There's going to be a lot of dirty looks. All right. People aren't going to treat you the same way they treat everybody else. All right. It's like they're going to form a club of hate around you, and they're going to try to make you feel like you're missing out. They're going to try to make you feel like you're not a part of the club or you're not in the group. But what are we all in together about? All right. They want you. It's like they want you to be in poverty. All right. It's like they want you to make the same choices as them, because they either don't know how to do something, or they're not aware, or they don't want to take the time to put in and change their life. So it's like everybody else is supposed to be like me and not work on themselves, not use their time for anything, just sit around and just do nothing and just accept where we're at, because this is us. This is the life that we have. We can't change this. We can't fix this. You ain't God. Actually, you are God. Lowercase g. You are the power. You are the power in your life to make positive changes in your life. You are the power. I've got the power. You got the power, all right, to make positive changes in your life. So that way you can have the things that you want in life. It's only a decision away. It's only a choice away. So if people are hating on you, you're doing something right. That means they notice you. They're paying attention to you. They wish that they could do the things that you're doing. They wish they had a mind like yours. But the thing is, all God's children have a mind. It's just that you have to develop your mind. Other people have taken the time to develop their mind. They knew that something wasn't right. And if you're like me, when you started working, when you started seeing the work environments, the job environments, when you started when you started to become aware what life was really about and how people just don't choose to do better or be better or have better, you said, wait a minute, all I have to do is take my time, do something with it, do something positive, do something that's going to make a positive change. And then sooner or later, over a course of time, maybe a few years, few months, maybe even a decade, I'll be able to have something and build something because I would all the bricks I've laid would have turned into a house. All right, you lay a brick each day, you do something each day, and you focus on yourself and not haters. All right. You keep showing them with your actions, not that you're showing off, not that you're being prideful. All right. Not that you're rubbing anything in anybody's face. But if they're going to focus on you and if they're going to worry about you and try to intimidate you, you're not going to allow that to stop you. You're going to be great all in a hater's face. You're going to be successful all in a hater's face. You're gonna do the best that you could do all in a hater's face because you only got one life to live and you can't care that much about what other people think or about what somebody else's opinion is because you got to get yours. All the other successful people had to go through it. All the other successful people are out there getting theirs, and they didn't let now nutter stop them, and you shouldn't either. Don't let anybody stop you. They can't even stop you, literally. That's why they have to try to attack your mind. They got to try to get in your head and make sure that dream is dead. They got to try to get in your head and make sure that dream is dead. So keep doing what you're doing because that's why they're even angry in the first place. Keep showing them why they were even angry in the first place. They're angry at you because you're not doing the same thing as them. People will feel like that, all right? And you got to disassociate from everyone like that because if you don't, they will hold you back, all right? They will hold you back and they will be a roadblock to your success, all right? There'll be a mental block to your success because it all starts in the mind. It's all mental. If you think you can, you can. But people will try to intimidate you into feeling like you shouldn't because you can. It's like somebody that goes to shoot hoops because they know that they could go to the NBA, and you'll have people try to intimidate them, try to stop them from going to the basketball court. You'll have some bullies come up, try to intimidate them from going to the basketball court. That person said, "You know what? I only got one life to live. I'm going to this basketball court, and I'm not letting nobody stop me because I got game, and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna use what I got to change my life, to make it better, regardless of what who, them, they, her, him, anyone might try to do, say, share their opinion." So focus on yourself, all right? If people are hating on you, that means you're doing something right, and don't stop doing it. Do it twice as hard. Go twice as hard because that means you're getting close, all right? The reason why they're mad is because you about to leave them. The reason why you're mad The reason why they're mad is because they see you entering into your best life. All right, they see you with everything that they want instead of seeing themselves with what they want. That's why they're mad. They got a misguided, misdirected thought process, and it's causing them to be confused. And that's why they're mad. They see you with everything that they think they deserve, but they don't want to put in any work for it. You want to put in work for it. And they think you're weird because you want to do all these things, because you got all this energy to keep going. You got all this energy to keep moving forward. And you don't let anything stop you. So they see you as a threat. They got to gang up on you. You're that powerful. They got to gang up on you. This person has to say something. That person has to say something. She got to say something. He got to say something. They got to focus on you, and they're worried about you because they know you the next thing. They know you the next biggest thing. They know that you're about to blow. They know that everything that comes with success is about to come to you. So you keep moving how you're moving. All right. Keep doing you. Keep believing in God. Keep believing in yourself. Keep thinking positive. All right. Keep saying positive things about yourself. Keep telling yourself that you're going to make it. Keep telling yourself that you're getting closer. Keep thinking that I can change my life. I don't always have to live like this. Things aren't always going to be like this. Better days are on the horizon. Better things are coming. The best has yet to come. Good things are supposed to happen to me. I deserve the best. I deserve all of God's goodness because I'm God's child. That's the mindset you got to have, whether people hate you for it or not, whether you have friends or not, whether people can't stand you and don't want to be around you, they don't want to hear what you have to say or not. All right, you'll have people that will get you started on something and they don't even care to hear what you have to say. They'll do it just to play games with you. Well, do you think you can do it? And then or something like that, just say, and you'll start talking, and yeah, I know I could. They'll change the subject, and they'll do things like that to throw shade. They know you could make it. They wouldn't have asked you if they didn't. Gaslighting. All right. People try to manipulate you into doubting yourself because they know you can make it. But the thing is, they don't think they can make it, and they want you to think like they do. They want you to have a life like they do. They want you to look at life like they do. They want you to have the same perception as they do. All right? You're very dangerous when you think that you can have what you want. You're very dangerous when you think that you can do what you want. You're very dangerous when you think that you can be what you want. Who is this guy? Somebody put that in the comments the other day. Who is this guy? I don't know him. That's how they feel about you. Who are you? I don't know you. They need to be worried about who they are. See, that's how you know they're too worried about you and too focused on you. All because you want better. All because you want to do something different. It's okay to not want to do what everybody else is doing. You probably feel trapped doing everything everybody else is doing. You probably get anxiety when you have to go do everything everybody else is doing because you know you don't belong there. You know you don't fit in there. You know you were meant for more. You know that. You know that you were meant for more. And don't be afraid. All right, don't be afraid that you know that you were meant for more. Don't let their negativity get to you because you knew you were meant for more. You knew that you can actually do what you thought you could do, what you sought out to do. You knew you could make your dream become a reality. So you probably ignore them all the time. Keep doing it. You probably don't hear what they say. It probably goes in one ear and out the other. Keep letting it go in one ear and out the other. Because when they see you get there, they're going to be the same ones to come ask you if you're hiring. They're going to be the same ones to come ask you, can they get a coaching from you? They're going to be the same one to come ask you, can you help me? I want to do something different now. I want to be something different now. How can I develop a better mindset? Can you help me change? And these would be the same people that laughed at you, that hated on you, that were negative towards you when they saw you up and coming. Because they wanted you to stay stuck right where they were. But you decided not to because you knew that you were made to be great. You knew you were made for greatness. You weren't here to be average or mediocre. And you know that deep down inside. All right. So stop, don't focus on them haters. All right. Keep showing them why they're even mad in the first place, because they know. And it's okay that they know. Just keep grinding it out. Keep working on yourself, and you will get there, because you're already there up here. And as long as they can't stop you from being there up here, they're not going to stop anything else. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. It's been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Everybody hit that like button, share button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.